I'm gonna pull up.
The coaching requirements.
Yeah, real quick.
So you start with an identification of the speaker's goals or hopes, then a full rough draft, and then general feedback, line by line feedback, modeling feedback, encouraging feedback, and developing a plan. So.
Yep. All right.
Do you need my PowerPoint too?
If it's up to you, I guess. I think if you want to send it, I can look at it maybe like while you go through it.
Okay.
I can pull it up on my phone or.
Let's see. PowerPoint's always so slow on my computer. It's just kind of pictures and they're not good yet, but.
No, that's fine. I'll just say that's, yeah, I don't even have a PowerPoint yet, so.
It won't let me send it. I don't know why. I'm trying.
It's all right.
Okay, it should have sent a link to the PowerPoint.
Okay. Yep, I just got it.
All right. I'm sure you can picture where each of them go. I tried to like tie them to words, so.
Yeah, I'm saying pulling it up
Be
right
able
now.
to figure it out.
It's taking a minute, sorry.
This technology.
I know, it's annoying.
Nothing makes me more boomer-like than when technology doesn't work.
I know, it's terrible. Ugh. Okay, so identification of the speaker's goals or hopes. So obviously your presentation stuff's about NFTs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So essentially, I want to talk about artistic integrity. And I guess the goals and hopes for coaching is making sure that that message comes across.
Mm-hmm.
And that there's a tangible solution.
Yeah. Got you. All right, sounds good. The PowerPoint looks good so far. So.
It's just pictures. So.
Well, I mean, for now, it looks good.
Right. Oof. So just read through.
I guess so.
Okay. So imagine this. You've just woken up from the best nap you ever had. The red lines still on your arms, hair sticking to your face, yet also straight in the air, don't even know what day it is type of nap. You finish the post-nap stretches we all look ridiculous doing and feel more motivated than you've ever felt. So you get to work. You spend hours detailing the hair on a portrait you never thought you could ever make, and everything feels right. The lighting, the mood, the art. It's perfect. You finally have the piece that will put you on the map. Instead of a gallery, though, it ends up on the floor of the closet of the studio in the apartment you're struggling to pay for. Across the country, someone else is waking up at 3 p.m. and switching out the hat on another lazy lion NFT and making millions. The driving factor there, consumerism. As someone who's worked for an art company for the last 6 years, I am more aware than anyone about the harms of profit-driven artwork. The caricatures I've done for people have never reflected their wants or my impression of them, but rather a show of my ability to draw a person quickly without ever even stopping to ask what they'd like to see. The face paintings I put on kids are stale and mundane, easily overshadowed even just by their excitement. The tattoos I've given people who saw something cool on Pinterest will fade and sag with age and always just be another dandelion on a wrist or ankle. There's a nihilism that comes with commercialized impersonal art, a harm so unique to the artistic fields that cryptocurrency lovers didn't even stop to think about before they made NFTs the new trendy investment. With this harm in mind, it becomes abundantly clear that we need to find a way to revalue and reappraise art that doesn't involve this consumerist-driven, almost Orwellian nightmare. For anyone who doesn't know, NFTs are non-fungible tokens, which are tokens at the end of a digital blockchain that represent ownership. It's lofty stuff, and if you still don't quite get it, it's an image or video that you can own. The catch, you don't really own it. An NFT of Van Gogh's A Starry Night is in bidding for $100 million right now. Whoever gets it will win it. Not the painting, though, or even the copyright claim over digitally distributing it. Essentially, whoever pays this hefty fee will become the owner of just a picture of this painting. People who support and encourage the spread of NFTs will tell you that owning the blockchain makes it so that you really do have ownership of the piece and that their investment will result in nothing but benefits for them in the future. If this were true, I wouldn't have the screenshots I do of their owned images. Whether or not NFT buyers are the owners of these art pieces, though, doesn't really matter when we consider the significant harms that NFTs pose to artistic integrity. We are entrenched in influencer culture, and whether we like it or not, it affects our day-to-day life. Throughout the semester, we've heard people talk about the importance from anything like the Met Gala looks to subscription sock services. All of these rely on promotion and clicks to fuel the industry. Art helps to create that status. In the case of the Met Gala, it's held at a literal art museum and features top-of-the-line designer looks that function to promote more and more of the designers and wearers alike. It's a cycle of status, creating value while those who have nothing continue to have nothing. Art is then a luxury for those that can afford it. This all acts as the result of ingraining capitalism into every action, even non-money-driven pursuits. It creates a space in which art does not exist as a form of expression or creation, but rather as a way to further a brand or message. NFTs were proposed as a means of protecting artists. Anil Dash of the as the co-creator, Anil Dash of these blockchain representations of ownership put it, technology should be enabling artists to exercise control over their work, to more easily sell it, to more strongly protect against others appropriating it without their permission. It wasn't meant to be the system tied to cryptocurrency, nor another representation of the use then dispose culture capitalism promotes. To dive into some brief history, the dream of NFTs started in 2014 with Glitch CEO Anil Dash and artist Kevin McCoy. Kevin wanted a way to have proof of ownership over his work because he had noticed it had been repeatedly spread and reposted on the social media site Tumblr without sharing due credit. Together, they developed the blockchain credit method they titled monetized graphics. The idea they presented back then involved a short video clip of Kevin's wife, which Anil then bought for $4. That same video clip is now on sale as an NFT rather than a monetized graphic for $560,000. And it wasn't that this was some overnight success and it has increased in value. The buzz in NFTs didn't even really pick up until late 2020, and it isn't even a product of the initial monetized graphic design. Kevin and Anil never patented their blockchain design, and as such, it has been recreated and rebranded over and over again. Anil notes that because he and Kevin were under a time crunch to present monetized graphics, they used a shortcut that didn't embed the artwork, but rather only embedded a web address for the work, again, not showing true ownership. Today, 7 years later, NFT retailers use the same shortcut. This is harmful to buyers because the web address created to store NFTs are unstable and will often fail within the first few years of use. OpenSea, currently the largest NFT vendor, even has issues with web pages going off the grid. Not only does that mean the artwork disappears, but the record of sale also disappears resulting in no product, but also going towards these because an error page cannot contain the blockchain. Essentially, if a blockchain can fail because the web address fails, that means that the money involved in these transactions is not only resulting in no product, but also going towards the digital artists that include the likes of a New York Times writer who sold a picture of his column, McDonald's, a fake house, a fart symphony, Coca-Cola, and more. The implication of this money-grabbing system that creates no real ownership is distinctly harmful when you consider exactly how many people are either falling for it being an investment or truly believe they're supporting artists and not these companies. Even Anil admits the failings of NFTs, reminding people that NFTs are as original as mass-produced poster vendors. There's also the issue that NFTs aren't digital works of art, but are just digital pictures of art, meaning that the physical art can always be sold again, as well as other pictures of it. It mass mediates art in a way that wasn't possible before, since mass mediated posters are within a $5 to $50 frame on average, but a majority of NFT sales are in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Again, this presents a new harm wherein the value of this digital art doesn't even stay valuable. Even if the web address at the end of your blockchain doesn't disappear, the amount spent is based in cryptocurrency, which has constantly fluctuating value like stocks. Furthermore, there is not a single app or retailer that relies on the blockchain or cryptocurrency technology, meaning that value only exists on these unstable sites. It all seems bleak, but the solution is actually quite simple and can start in this room. Raise your hand if you have a friend who is an artist. Keep your hand raised if you've ever shouted out their art on your social media. Keep it raised if you've ever shared the details of one of their galleries or shows. Keep it raised if you've ever bought or commissioned their work. If your hand never went down, you're helping to solve the problem. If it did, I need you to listen to the next steps very carefully. If you believe that artists should be able to make a living like everyone else, as the initial creators of NFTs believed, then you need to support the artists in your inner circle and community. We can never stop the rise of technological advancements or regressions, as I believe NFTs are, but we can work to make art a feasible way to pursue passions. First, start small. If you can't afford to buy the art around you, find someone who can. I'm not encouraging you to be a door-to-door salesman of this art, but rather to shout out your friends and their art. If you are someone who wants to commission someone, throw your friends' names in the ring. Support doesn't always have to be financial. Second, if you can afford their work, please consider buying. The friends who've commissioned me have enabled me to get groceries that aren't just ramen and soup. It's as easy as asking for the cheapest thing they're willing to create. Finally, use whatever platform you have to call out harmful practices that degrade artistic integrity. You don't have to become a social justice warrior for artists, but if you work towards minimizing the threat that platforms like the blockchain pose, you will be continuing to fight for the autonomy and credibility of every artist, not just brands and already successful creators who are using the blockchain for only profit without substance. Because this is not how the future of art should look. And that's it.
Awesome. That was really good. Yeah,
Hey.
I guess the general feedback I guess I would give, I thought your strengths were you really explained like what NFTs were, like pretty simple. I guess for like people like me, like I really don't know anything about it.
Mhm.
But after you going through it, I can actually say I kind of or fully like understand it and definitely the impacts it has on like art because it is taking away value and that's what your whole presentation's on. So I thought you did a really good job of explaining something that most people probably wouldn't know, like what it is, or even if they do know a little bit of it, you did a good job, like really simplifying it and making it easy for people to understand. So I thought that was really, really good. I guess one area you could improve on is, I guess I would say timing, but this is also just a rough draft that you're telling to me. So I understand that it's not, and this probably it might be your first time even presenting it. So obviously you have time to improve on that. But
Mhm.
honestly, everything else was really good. So yeah, I thought that was good. And having your PowerPoint up there while you're going will be easier too.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to follow along on my phone. But
Yeah.
yeah, so good job for sure.
Thank you.
Um, so now we just go through
Line by line
line
next.
by line. So I guess I'll guide back through a shorter section. Hmm.
Do you want like copy of the speech?
Yeah, that might be easier
Okay.
if you don't mind.
If it'll load. It should have sent.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Sorry, I guess I'm just trying to find somewhere that you can reread for me, I guess. That's what it's asking.
I think so.
Um, I guess you could just reread like the intro. I feel
Okay.
like that'd be something you could reread. And then I guess um
We'll go from there.
I guess so I would say maybe from what I'm seeing on like the thing, maybe slow it down a little bit, or maybe like when you're explaining the NFTs, I guess maybe slow that down a little bit, not in the intro, but like a few rows down.
Okay.
I guess kind of my only suggestion, maybe like kind of slow down and like really explain it more. I
Okay.
don't know. That's the only thing I can think of, really.
Okay.
Okay.
So you want me to
Yeah.
read the intro or the
The yeah. So the third paragraph,
Okay.
talk when you first start talking about like what the NFTs are and stuff.
Okay.
Maybe kind of like really emphasize that and try to explain it. Like, I mean, you explained it well, but like really try to uh,
Make sure it's
get people.
clear and not just
Yeah.
through.
Yeah. Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know, NFTs are non-fungible tokens, which are tokens at the end of a digital blockchain that represent ownership. It's lofty stuff, but if you still don't quite get it, it's an image or video that you can own. The catch, you don't really own it. An NFT of Van Gogh's A Starry Night is in bidding for $100 million right now. Whoever gets it will win it. Not the painting, though, or even the copyright claim over digitally distributing it. Essentially, whoever pays this hefty fee will become the owner of just a picture of this painting. People who support and encourage the spread of NFTs will tell you that owning the blockchain makes it so that you really do have ownership of the piece and that their investment will result in nothing but benefits for them in the future. If this were true, I wouldn't have the screenshots I do of their owned images.
Okay. That was good. Yeah, that was good. I think that's maybe a little better, I guess, just going through it, like really explaining it. So, okay. So, on to number 3. Okay, the coach will demonstrate the improvement they are recommending. Well, I feel like we just did that.
Try saying it like this.
Yeah. And we have to like point, we got to record this whole thing too.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll go through. Um, hmm. They were recommending try saying it like this. Um, Sorry, I'm just trying to find something to guess. Sorry, I'm not really being the best coach right now.
It's early in the morning. It happens.
Yeah. Um, I guess, do you have anything that you would like re-say? I guess like try
Um,
say like I'm trying to. I mean, you really are saying everything good, so I don't. Um, I'm just trying to find something, I guess, that you could say differently. Like try saying it like this. So, um,
I think in my little history thing, I just kind of rush it because I didn't know how to
is that when you're going through like like how the NFT started and stuff like that?
because I didn't know how to approach that because there's a lot that goes into NFTs. Um,
Yeah,
but again, it's not a long speech.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Obviously, you don't want to be too long on that when that's not really your main point.
but I didn't know if it felt too.
I didn't think it was, but um, I'm gonna read through that again and see.
It's
So
just.
basically, the annual dash. So they just started that in 2014.
Mhm.
Okay. I guess when you're going through that, like you could really uh I know you mentioned like how it's all based around like uh cryptocurrency
Mhm.
and how it's like unstable. I know you said how it's like still unstable, but like I guess even like putting more emphasis on like how this stuff isn't really like set in stone like real art is. Like
Mhm.
it can always change or crash at like any moment really. Like at the end there kind of like or when you're like bringing up like the cryptocurrency and stuff like that, I guess like really emphasize how it's like unstable.
Mhm.
And maybe you could even, I guess, shorten that down even like how that last part, just like how it's harmful because like it could crash the web addresses and stuff like that in crypto, how it's really unstable. I guess you could even like shorten that down and just kind of emphasize it on how it's unstable, like if that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, I guess that's really only part. Yeah. Um,
So like in that part where like I talk about open sea,
yeah.
that instability part.
Is that on the page 4, 3?
Page 3, yeah.
Oh, open sea. I see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a big red underline because that's not a word.
No, I can't see that, but even then, I don't even think it's like too detailed. I was just trying to think of something to tell you,
Right.
but
As long as you set it for a minute, that can be one of your highlights.
yeah, I guess I would say it only has to be a minute, so we still have like 30 minutes. So
Yeah.
okay, well, I guess that can count as number 3. So everything you did, I mean, it's really all. It's not. It's all good. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to coach, which
Yeah,
is good for you. I mean, that means you have a good presentation.
I need to memorize it. It because I know I stumbled over a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's what
Memorize it.
I'm worried about that too. I mean, it's a big presentation to all have memorized and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to it. Okay, I guess we can go on to number 4.
Okay.
Um, okay, well, I'll start encouraging you now. We still have 3 days to work on it,
Yeah.
so I guess worrying about your memorization shouldn't be that hard because I feel like you really have a lot, or you really know what you're talking about here as you're an artist and stuff. So for something that you really care about, I think the memorization will kind of come naturally to you
Hmm.
since this all kind of plays into your life, as you said. And since you know a lot about NFTs, well, probably more than all we do, I feel like explaining that will be pretty easy and giving your viewpoint as an artist and how it really damages uh, kind of something that you're really into. I think the words will come easy to you, and having the slides up there, kind
Hmm.
of just as a general like memorization key.
Do you
I
think the
think.
slides need anything?
Let me look at them again.
The Instagram shout out one needs redone. I know that because it doesn't fit the theme. But
Yeah, I think all the other slides are good. I like the first one, how like you're going through your intro with the napping and stuff,
she
and
looks like she's
then
having a great nap. So
yeah,
I
it
think
does.
that's a
It
good
does.
picture.
All the other ones are just like classic NFTs that go along with your presentation. So, I mean, and you have the OpenSea one, like explaining how it's like off the grid and telling how it crashes a lot.
Hmm.
I mean, maybe the only one I could think of is putting like maybe taking away, or what's the buy the column on the blockchain? Is that just
Uh, so when I talk about like the digital artists that are profiting from this, like it's not individual artists, it's companies.
okay?
So one of them is like the New York Times writer who's just sold his column. That's what it looks like. Like
Oh,
someone
okay.
bought that. Then the next thing is the McDonald's like
Yeah,
McRib,
yeah.
and then the fake house,
Hmm.
and then that's the like this pixelized awful looking image is the image for the fart symphony, and then there's the Coca-Cola one.
Coke. No, I think it's they all go along with your presentation. So I think the slides are good, honestly. Do you
Mhm.
think which one did you say that needs to be or
The like
you want
all white Instagram shout out one, because I think I have a darker theme.
to? Oh
So that
yeah,
one just is out of place.
I guess yeah, that'd be the only one I guess. But I guess even just putting like a black background or like a darker background
Yeah.
would help it out or something. But no, yeah, overall I think it goes along with the presentation. So
Hmm.
um okay. We're gonna have a lot of free time after the Viking plan. This one might take a minute. Okay, so plan. Oh yeah, I guess for developing oh, I can't talk. Developing a plan. The most I could say is just practicing. I guess just like memorization, like you said, but I think that will come natural as well.
Hmm.
So just keep presenting like to yourself in a mirror or to your roommates or whoever. And I think even having the PowerPoint up as you do it will kind of help you with your cues and your guides and stuff to
Hmm.
better help that memorization. Like as you see each slide, it'll kind of cue you. Um, Also, I guess maybe like I said before, really emphasizing uh, on like the NFTs and kind of like the main point of what it is. I think emphasizing on that stuff would really help you out,
Hmm.
and just kind of really like explaining what that is to the audience and stuff. But overall, I think yeah, just going through it like on your own, getting the timing down and stuff. I
Yeah.
guess just practicing up until we present on Friday. I think all that stuff will really help you out. But overall, I think you have really good presentation. So yeah, just practice and uh, practice. That's the biggest plan I think I can give to you. So good job.
Yeah.
So
I don't understand how this is supposed to go an hour.
I know I like we really have 20 more minutes now.
Because with the general feedback with strengths and areas of improvement,
It shouldn't take that long to coach someone. Like I was trying my best to like give
yeah,
you like some detailed stuff,
because I
and
think
you,
anything I recognized as being bad was mostly stumbling.
and that's just because it's a rough draft as well. Like,
Because I'm
and
on the debate team, I come up with speeches on the fly.
yeah, I would
Like
say
that one's a
like
little awkward to like coach because I've been coached for
yeah,
actual years
I
about
would say like this is your first time going through it, and it sounded like a final draft. That was good. Yeah, like it was good. So mine will probably be a little easier to coach if I had to guess. Um, yeah.
are you timing it?
No,
Okay.
I probably should have been. Oops.
I timed it uh
Okay.
just in case. But it was at 8:52,
What's the
so
time limits on it?
8 to 10 minutes.
Oh, so that's perfect.
So I'm at like 9, which is fine.
Yeah, that's right in the middle. Okay. Yeah. Um, 20. I really doubt she watches like the whole coaching assignment either. Like an hour for everyone.
Right. That'd
I
be
hope she's not
excessive.
listening to this either.
Because if she
But
watches it, she's just gonna see us going, how is this gonna be an hour?
I was saying, and I'm sure most everyone is thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'll put my uh
Okay.
minute clips in there. Are you just gonna like send the
Yeah, I can
recording to
send you the
me?
yeah.
Okay. Would I submit this one like as my coaching assignment, and then you would
I think
submit the
so, because
other?
in the little
o-
grading it says you will be graded as a coach, not as a speaker. So I think this is the one you submit, and then I'll submit yours from later today.
Okay.
Grading will be based on the extent to which you demonstrated the 5 interventions. Your intervention should be insightful, helpful, professional, and thorough. The 5 1-minute clips you highlight are to showcase your best moments as a coach. I reserve the right to watch the entire session if needed in order to assign a grade for the assignment. So I guess if the 1
She
minute,
has to watch the whole thing.
she said she can if she wants to. So if like the 1 minute she's like, you don't look like you're coaching very well.
Yeah. Well, our first 40 minutes are good. Now we're just kind of, so we have, okay.
I Do you want me to send you the link to it, or do you want me to like
I know,
upload
I don't
it
know.
to YouTube and then send you that link so that it's already uploaded so that you have a link to share?
Yeah, either way, I mean, you can send the link and I can upload it, or if you want to upload it and send it, that would be great. But if not, either way, I would say
Okay.
would be fine.
Because I just kind of started hitting record. I was like, all right, I'm going to make this happen. I also don't know if you can record on your end since you're not the host.
That's true.
So I don't know.
Um, do we have class? We have class tomorrow, right? That's when first presentations start.
I think so.
Okay, we're Friday. Um, I do have to. I may not be like fully ready to presentate by 1, but I know you said you're busy later tonight, right?
Yeah, I work 3 to 10.
Okay. Would
If
there
you wanted
be?
to wake up early again, we could do it before
That's
class tomorrow.
that's what I was gonna ask. Maybe if that would work for you, just so I could get, because I don't have like a slides yet, or I have like my outline. I just have to like kind of write it out like you did and stuff. That
Yeah.
really shouldn't take me long, but I have class coming up here soon, and then practice or throwing and stuff, and I don't know if I'll be ready to like make sure that you can get a good grade on your coaching. That's why I wouldn't want to.
Well, I think she said that it affects,
Well, that's why it would affect you if I wasn't like fully ready.
I think it affects the speaker because she said the expectation is that you were giving the coach your best rough draft,
Yeah,
but
but
she
it
also like
says,
says like it about the coaching. So I don't know. She
yeah,
worded
well,
it very poorly.
yeah, I know. It says, however, if you're not prepared enough to receive coaching, that may impact your coaching grade.
Right.
Like, so
Who's coaching great?
it's true. I feel
Because if
like it
I'm
would
giving
like,
the coaching, how would I not be prepared to receive it? I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. I just wouldn't want to mess your grade up by not having something that you can like actually give me some feedback on.
I think mostly she just wants proof that we did it.
Yeah,
I think that's why she has us like lining out the 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, so
yeah,
that like she can see that there was coaching and it wasn't just sitting in a room for an hour.
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like she's not gonna watch them.
I
That's
doubt
like
she watches the full hour.
that's like 15 hours.
Yeah, I mean, I can give it like later today for 3, but it won't be as like detailed as yours so far.
Um,
But if you want, I can do it tomorrow morning, and I'll have like my PowerPoint and like kind of rough draft.
Yeah, I would say tomorrow morning, just so like you have more to get coached
Yeah,
on.
yeah, that's
And
fine.
like
Yeah,
my grade being impacted, I think
yeah,
if you need coaching, if you have more, you'll at least be able to get more out of it.
yeah. Sorry if that's okay with you in the morning.
That's fine.
Okay. And then yeah, sorry about yesterday. I really messed up. I was I got back. We had a early morning weights and then like class and then practice, and I came back and crashed. And I set my alarms and I
Hmm.
didn't wake up.
It's
So
okay
that's my
because
fault.
like right around when we were supposed to meet, I found out my grandpa died. So
Oh,
like
I'm sorry.
I was kind of like in a weird spot already. So I mean, kind of worked out.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Sorry to hear that.
Mm,
But
Old people
but
die.
it's true, I guess. Um,
Not good or anything, but
mm, um yeah, so I'll be ready by the morning for sure.
okay.
So
And since class is at 9 and we still have to be able to get to class, probably not on Zoom, right? Like just show up to campus early.
would you want to do it in person for
I
me?
don't know, cause like
Either way, I it's
with
fine for me.
an
I can meet.
hour and then time to get to campus, like between either like parking or taking the bus,
Hmm.
that would be like I usually factor in 30 minutes just in case. Um, so like with 30 minutes to spare, so ending at 8:30, that'd be
Start at 7:30.
starting at 7:30, which
Either way for me, I'll meet on campus or
because I
Zoom.
think the room's unlocked if we wanted to just meet in the classroom, but if you don't want to do it in person, we can just get up early and do it.
Yeah, either which would be easier, you think? Like, cause like the recording, but I
Y-
guess we can still record it
Yeah,
just
you
like
can.
on both of us, like in a room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, if you want to do on Zoom, I can do on Zoom. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Just
okay.
I was
Um,
asking since we have to go to class anyway. Like my
yeah,
next class I can do on Zoom, like my 9:30 a.m.
okay.
today, but tomorrow since we're in person.
Yeah, I gotta be there. Um, I mean, I'm fine with doing it as on Zoom if you
Okay.
are, or we could. I mean, I'll meet there too. I feel like it's just easier to like record it
Yeah.
and stuff, or that's just my. I mean, that's fine. Like if we start recording at 7:30, get done by 8:30,
Yeah.
and even like these last 20 minutes, like we can like start. I mean, we're really done with the coaching like already, so yeah, I guess that's fine with you. 7:30 in some
Yeah.
early mornings.
Woohoo.
All right. Um. Yeah. So what time did we start this? Like 22.
I think so. I was hoping it would have a running time. It just says recording at the top. It doesn't have
Yeah.
how long it's been going.
I feel like it was around like 20 something, like 22 or somewhere around there.
I would say just end it now, but she
I
said
know.
at least an hour.
I know. At least if we have that hour mark.
Yeah.
So why can't we just do like this and then when we're done, we're done?
Yeah, I don't know why she wants it to be so long.
And
Because we identified the goals and hopes. I wanted to make sure that my message was clear.
yep.
I did my rough draft.
Mm-hmm.
You gave general feedback. We did a line by line.
So
You
you
said
tried to
modeling.
do the modeling stuff.
Kind of. I mean, you did say like try to do this, which
Yeah, yeah.
was modeling. Then encouraging, easy stuff. I don't know how that
Mm-hmm.
takes up any time at all.
I would
The
just say,
same.
yeah, how are you gonna encourage someone for like 20 minutes?
Because like in the little like example she has, she said that encouraging is from minute 55 to minute 56, but developing the plan was from minute 50 to 51. So that
Oh, okay.
means that the encouraging was the last thing that this example person did. And that means that if the highlight was in 55 to 56, it probably started around 54, which means that that carried them to the minute, which means that they did encouraging for
Yeah.
like 6 minutes.
Yeah, that doesn't even add up.
That's so much time.
I would just get annoyed at that point if you were just encouraging me for 7 straight minutes, or if I was doing that to you.
I'd shoot myself. And
Yeah, yeah.
and then developing a plan. Really, I think everyone's plan is going to be the same. I know she said in it, as you practice this week, practice at least 5 times so you become more comfortable.
That's something a teacher says, not a.
Like, I mean, yeah, it's a coaching session, so you have to coach, but the
That's a
plan is
really.
super easy. You just say practice so that it's
Yeah,
memorized, or practice so that you don't stumble. Like,
yeah.
I don't get it.
No, yeah.
It's also weird because this speech doesn't really have like requirements like the others did. She's just kind of like, be persuasive.
Yeah, I know. This is kind of like free reign on this one, really.
Yeah,
Do we have to have like uh citations in this one
I
or
don't,
anything?
I do not know because in like the TED Talk assignment, she says to choose a topic that you're passionate about. Um, it closed out. Why did it do that? Oh, technology. I'm back to being a boomer. Um, yeah. Choose a topic you're passionate about. Develop a speaking style that combines practice and passionate delivery. Develop a way to tell a story or highlight an idea or pursue a question. Start with a clear, big idea. Talk between 8 and 10 minutes. Think about your audience as you make these decisions. Answer the so what questions. What is your point and why does it matter? Focus on one story to center your overall talk. Pick an idea that you're curious about, want to learn more about, or want to share with the world. Try to imagine being in the audience, what will interest you, what will inspire you, and use visual aids, not visual crutches. You must have at least one PowerPoint slide.
I guess, yeah.
Like, and even still on the assignment, it says to submit the TED Talk slides there. So I don't think we submit the speech.
I think it's just is it all just memorization? There's not even like a. I guess we just have to memorize the whole thing, or like
Um,
I'm surprised. Yeah, we don't like even like submit like an outline or something.
She said, as we learned this semester, TED presenters engage the audience by offering compelling subject matter through rhetorical invention, often presenting topics and arguments that are revelatory, or counterintuitive. They do not use notes. They look at the audience, they move around the stage, they perform. You will be expected to perform this talk, which means you are expected to have a compelling topic, cohesive development of your idea, and engaging delivery. She doesn't say we can't use notes, though.
I know because I really think like I need like
Like, I
that's a
wrote
lot of
this.
info to remember.
I wrote this last minute.
I know.
I have other finals, Mary. Like,
I know. I can't. You want me to memorize like a 10-minute speech? That's gonna be tough.
yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go. And I guess it's about learning from what speakers do on Wednesday. Like if they use notes.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm glad. Yeah, at least we had the first day.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out. I hope they are up there with like at least note cards or something. That'd make me feel better
Yeah.
a little bit at
In
least.
her rubric, the evaluation is about, so in the introduction, you have to have a memorable opening, command the room, have a clear call to adventure, a clear call to action, and a memorable last line. In restraint, you need everything in the presentation to be essential. There's one main takeaway, a clear answer for so what. The content embraces contrast, not all data, but not all story. Leaves the audience 80% full, craving more. Then there's simplicity with a creative topic, clear main points, and clear organization. Naturalness that says you're enthusiastic, confident, and engaging. Presenter notes don't take away from the message. So I guess that means you can use them. Presenter connects with the audience. Presenter was conversational and in control. Zen elements are evident. The impression is subtle, graceful, and elegant. The slideshow was smooth and comprehensible. And then overall, you need something worth sharing. You need to be persuasive. You need to represent a culmination of the semester. So this needs to be your best speech, and it needs to resonate with the audience. Like, even that's not clear.
I know. It does say presenter's notes.
Yeah, it's entirely subjective based grading. So I don't know.
I'm about to just show up with at least like some note cards.
Yeah.
Hopefully. It says presenter's notes don't take away from message.
Yeah.
That's implying that we will have notes.
That implies notes.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see. Yeah, it all just depends on tomorrow's speakers, I guess.
Yeah.
Watch the all go out there and just memorize the whole thing and probably kill it.
Who all is going tomorrow?
Good question. I don't even know where to check. I know we're Friday.
Yeah, because that's when my like due date is. Let me check the end of semester breakdown. Nope. No answers there. Because if it's like Ivy, you know it's going to be memorized.
Yeah. It says it somewhere.
Yeah. It has to, because otherwise, how would you know what day you're going?
I found it like last week.
Updated schedule and reminders. There we go. Okay, so Wednesday is Emily, Grace, Lacey, and Christine. And then we're Friday, and then Monday is Jacob, Brianna, Peter, Tori, and Ivy.
Okay. One second.
Do you think it's close enough to
I
time to
mean,
be an hour?
it has to be. Like, you think she'll take off points for like 2 minutes or a minute if it's
I don't know, because everything's been so bare
uh,
bones.
maybe wait like 1 more minute, and I think it's probably good.
Okay.
I'm surprised that the Zoom doesn't tell you how long it's going.
Yeah, I thought it would.
Yeah, that's surprising.
I feel like it has in the past when I've recorded Zooms.
Hmm. Well, I think it should be okay to end it now. I feel like
Okay.
this is like right when we started.
Yeah. Plus
Uh, what?
plus class for me. So
Yeah, and
even
yeah,
if it
so
wasn't, sorry,
I
Mary,
know.
it's not my fault. I have to go to class.
Yeah. You just gonna send me the link, and then
Yeah.
or okay,
I can
awesome.
see about uploading it, and if it uploads quickly enough, I'll send you that link.
Okay,
If it doesn't, I'll just send you
yeah,
it as like an attachment, I guess through Box or OneDrive. They moved to
okay,
OneDrive because it's a big file. So,
yeah. All right, sounds good.
all right.
So I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Okay.
All right, sounds good. All right, good job.
Thank
And
you.
all
Good
right,
luck finishing your
yep. Thanks.